All right, we are back. Go.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopie switch here. We are back in Daredevil episode 4. I should say Born Again episode 4. First off, Frank is back.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ooh. Wait.
But we before
Alternate title. The Devil Seeks Punishment.
oh man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm changing that. I'm changing that when I upload. That before we get to the conversation between Frank and Matt, there's a conversation between Matt and his latest freebie or pro bono client.
Mm-hmm.
And this client has number one stolen was caught stealing 5 boxes of fiddle faddle. And that first part of the conversation, it just seems like this dude just wants probation, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, but you stole the popcorn. He's like, I didn't steal it, but then he goes, he manages, he says, look, I can't do any time. Now, just him saying that, I can't stay here. I can't stay here. I was thinking, what, this guy got a kid at home? Something. Until he goes out and talks to one of the people and, he charms her. She gets it down to a 10-day stay.
Mm-hmm.
When he goes back to the client, that client breaks down why he's just like, you really didn't do me no favors. You don't understand. He's like, last time I got locked up, missed my SSI appointment. And when missed SSI appointment, I can't get my food stamps. It's bad enough that I'm eating off food stamps, but now I can't get food stamps. No, I ain't got no food. Now I'm struggling to get food. I'm eating. I'm like, dude, yo, stop. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, no, it listen, if people always are worried about being poor. And I don't think people realize that there are levels to being poor, that even us as Black people don't really know the depths that you can get to. Like nobody really understands why the person is stealing packs of soap out of the CVS. Nobody understands why somebody might knock over the old lady. I don't want to, that's extreme. No, you need your athlete for doing that shit. But nobody understands why you're stealing little things here and there. People are stealing hair dye, they're stealing deodorant. Nobody's stealing stuff that's like life altering. It's literally things that you need to just be a normal human being.
Right.
I think this episode very, very minutely opened the door to that type of life and why people do the things that they do. Okay, I'm off my box.
No, stay there because look, when he sits there and he's like, so yeah, I stole the fiddle faddle because every now and then I wanted a dessert.
Yeah.
And that shit tastes good. And I'm like,
that's
who wrote this?
It just tastes good.
It was like you said, Lady Mandalore, it was just a door opening, and the look on Matt's face,
couldn't say nothing.
He's never had to. His form of struggle is completely different than that man's.
When he sat there and said, "It's amazing how folks like you will always look at folks like me and think that what you're doing is a service. Really, it's an insult." And he said, I mean, the moment he sat there and said, he said, and you, they said the 10 days, you think 10 days is a gift? I said, because of 10 days, I lost my SSI benefits. And that's why I'm here. And it's like, all I want to do is be treated like a normal human being. Boy had tears in his eyes. I was like, damn. And Matt couldn't say nothing.
It was a snowball method for that brother. That brother had a whole snowball of it just kept going. And I'm like, I can see it now. I can see why this is happening, and then this is happening, and this he has choices are limited.
And to go back
if
to
not,
Buffy, it's because of one bad day.
Yeah,
that's it. Whoopty. You muted. You muted.
You're still
you muted.
There
you go.
I was halfway through the episode when I jumped on, so I still have a little bit to watch. But from what I've seen so far, it's top tier. I'm enjoying it. As far as a lot of these comic book adaptations, they're making an effort, and that's all I'm asking for my comic related entertainment is that the effort is there. He's making it work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You entertain the fanboys, you entertain the people who didn't realize they wanted this either. So make an effort.
The petty part was just the cops. The cops in there eating the 2 boxes while old boy is handcuffed. I said, I was like, really? So y'all gonna arrest him, but still eat the evidence? And just like, and the guys go,
just rubbing salt in the wound, man.
Right.
In his face. In his face. I've seen that shit so
in perspective is everything, because to them, this guy is stolen his popcorn. To him, he was like, that was the only thing I wanted. I had nothing else. I just wanted to eat.
It's wild when you look at this scene of them just like, I guess this is the courtroom they're in, and everyone's just like chit-chatting with all this paperwork. Yeah. And he's flirting with it. I'm like, these are people's lives on this paper. Like, this is not funny at all. And then, who did I see to? Oh, yeah. And then shout out to Ace Vane. He was like, which one of you niggas at Marvel were watching my skits? Because the entire joke about it was like, I'll see if I can get you probation. Yo, you can't see shit, but okay.
No, it was an intense scene when he finally when that brother had his moment. He took it and ran with it.
Yeah,
and all I could say was like, fantastic. This was intense. And then while all of that is going on, good old Wilson Fisk and his wife, they were in marriage counseling. First off, Vincent D'Onofrio is a fantastic actor. Let's get that out the way anyway. But when he is talking about this man, Adam, who his wife had an affair with, he's
okay, wait. I take umbrage with that word being used in this particular instance, but continue. We gonna come back.
Okay.
Okay.
When his wife starts talking about him, and he was just like, he had these hands, and I'm like, don't do this in front of the man. Don't not there.
Oh, I blame Vanessa. I blame Vanessa for that, because Vanessa did that on purpose.
That was a level of petty.
This is a black podcast, so the word you're looking for is entanglement. Continue. If affair is not allowed, entanglement is the nice substitution. Go off, Jada.
But no, the way she described him, she's like, oh, well, he was like a piece of clay that just needed to be molded. He was a symphony that just was never heard. And I'm like, you doing this on purpose? Because that man right there, I'm like,
I'm looking at his hands.
Because them hands went them. You just literally saw this. And I'm like, see,
you are signing his death certificate with every sentence, but go off, sis.
Right. And the justification was, well, you were just gone. Well, Heffa, I was gone, but I didn't bring back a side piece. Like, look at his face.
I'm curious, did he blip and she didn't? Because if so, that could be that period.
No, he was still here. He was still here during the blip.
Yeah. And so was she. He was just away.
Yeah.
He left her. He left her.
Okay.
With absolutely no notification, no I'll be back, no checking in, no nothing. Sir, you get kicked out of your apartment in 30 days for that type of shit, okay?
But she was fine.
No, she was not. Her husband left.
Especially
her.
No, here's the thing, because here's what he pointed out. And I love what he said that, because he pointed out, she said, I was lonely, I was this, but he said, but were you not taken care of? In my scenario, you're not taken care of. And she
if I left my cat for a month with the fucking food feeder on and a bowl of water, is that cat taken care of? Nope. Absolutely not. Are you high? You out your goddamn mind?
You can't. I'm sorry. Out of my dislike for cats, yeah.
You said it was the wrong
analogy. Relevant to the point. Something that has a heartbeat and requires emotional connection. You have let fall to the wayside. You thought
But here's the thing.
without talking to without your partner, your life mate that you so-called claim to have so much connection to, so much dedication for, you did this, you did that. So guess what, nigga?
Okay, let me ask you this.
I'm gonna let you know. I need to seek somebody that is willing to meet me at the level that I'm at. You did not.
Her parallel reasoning is saying, just like she said with the cat and the food and the water, that's what he did to Vanessa. Yes, she was taken care of as far as food and water or all the. She needed the emotional connection that he wasn't there to do.
She's a human being.
That goes to my other question. So is Vanessa justified?
Fuck yeah.
Then that means anything that happens to Adam is on her.
Here's the asterisk.
Absolutely not.
No. If Vanessa is justified, then we're gonna feel really bad for Adam. But that also means Kingpin is justified.
No, sir. You're trying to make an equivalence on something that is on two different levels. Absolutely.
But go ahead, Tafar. I just want that question. Go ahead, Tafar.
Is that why his hands have been busted the last two episodes?
Yes.
Yes. He has been beating the brakes off this man.
Molly-whopping this nigga.
Up until this episode, I kept trying to figure out who has he been hitting on for his hands to be looking like that.
Yeah,
and trying to fill in the gap. If you chased Kate and Hawkeye all around New York and didn't stop by, but everyone saw you, that's not helping your case either. By the way, we saw that teenage girl beat her ass with an arrow. What happened? Like, you couldn't stop by the crib and clean up? Nothing?
That is also
true. I thought keeping in contact up until this point. I didn't realize he was gone until the first episode. I thought, like, between
outside of the injury that he took on with Hawkeye and getting the new eye and everything else, and then dealing with Echo, he's been handling business, but he's been away.
Yeah,
he's been handling revenge.
That's what.
Vanessa has been handling business.
Yes, she likes her position. She likes being the Kingpin until said Kingpin came back.
No, she knew about her husband's legacy and knew how much it meant to him, which means she still had an emotional attachment to this nigga.
But she likes the chair.
She just needed physical.
She needed physical attachment. You're right.
Yeah.
She needed a partner, and that's not what he did. Is not partner-like activity.
No,
he's seen it from a different perspective. He's seen it from a different perspective.
We heard stories about fake blip relationships that ended in this franchise. So. I mean, you disappear for. It probably doesn't help if you find out people disappear for 5 years and you weren't one of them, but you were still gone for all that time.
And then there's that.
There's that.
Then there's that. Because who says that didn't happen?
you come back to a house that ain't yours.
We seen him, but did she see him? That's the question.
Right.
Apparently, he was sending Maya on missions back then because I think the fight with Daredevil takes place after the snap or during the snap.
During the snap,
yeah. So it's questionable, but this is we see Wilson fired. He's fired up due to that damn aide running his mouth off with BB. He was running his mouth off. Yeah, he was running his mouth.
I thought it was gonna be that song that drives him nuts.
He's gonna have to kill Adam. He's gonna have to kill Adam to get back in races.
Look,
but he did make a promise. He did make a promise. He would not kill Adam.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up being like that butler we all forgot he had in the first 2 seasons.
No, what?
No boy.
I predict that he is going to show where Adam.
You talking Wesley? Karen killed Wesley. Are you talking the other guy?
I'm talking about Wesley. Yeah, the dude that was kind of Kingpin's.
Yeah, the right hand man. Yeah. Karen killed him. Yeah, because Wesley dared her to pull the gun on him, and she did, and Wesley didn't think she pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
I was thinking old boy could become the next him, but what were you saying, Kira?
I'm predicting that Kingpin is going to show Vanessa that Adam's alive. If it's not him, Daredevil finds him or some shit. Something.
Oh my God. In the first episode, when she was saying, don't kill that man, who was she talking about?
Adam.
Adam.
She was talking about Adam when she said there.
It all pieces together so beautifully.
Yeah. I thought she was talking about Matt.
No, because he kept on saying, I understand. He said, I understand about Adam. And she takes the biggest sigh and goes, please don't kill him. And he kept his word.
I thought that was saying, hey, you're now a politician. You can't go killing vigilantes. So don't kill him. I had no idea we were saying, congrats on the election. Don't kill my side piece.
Very much.
just can I win? Can I celebrate for today, please? You got people doing weird art.
So
this weird guy looking around. This weird man looking around corpses just in broad daylight.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Muse. Yeah, Muse is getting his thing started. Everybody's but fighting. we see Wilson doing his thing as mayor. Like he's in the daytime, he's doing work. He doesn't like the little side mission stuff like, wait, we have to go to this school and these kids. And I swear to God, I never thought I would hate that song more. I'm sorry, but I felt the same way.
Had an ex that would record DVD videos for like tourists and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the music that was the overlay for those fucking videos. I
am so sorry. I am so sorry.
No, because it's agreed. Everybody in this room feels the same way about this song for some reason. And the kids, sweet babies. They didn't make it any better because that look Wilson had. I was just like, yeah, I feel it too. Like I already went to this Latvia, not Latveria, Latvia. Because it was Latvia Heritage Day, so. They sang it in their language, and then they turned around and he went to another school and they sang the song, and he had a look like
kill me.
It was that look of smiling, but on the inside, he's like, you can tell just the rage behind it, but then he had that, like I said, at the end with the Godfather scene, where it's like, dang, why are you set up in this dungeon area with a fine ass meal and music playing and old boys in the cage? Yeah, never mind. It's like you have that.
I'm sorry, but that him standing up there, and they were like, "Oh, we can do another one. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine." I was like, "Yeah, shut that shit down. Like, we can't do no more of this."
But you're right about old boy screwing up. I'm sorry, Tafar. What are you gonna say?
Oh, look at my watch. It's time to go. You're not wearing a watch. It's ingrained in my skin. Gotta go.
It's a sundial.
Pushed it up. Y'all couldn't get I guess the Harlem residents didn't want to participate. You couldn't get an ease on down the road. Can you feel a brand new day? Nothing.
that would at least got him toe tapping at least.
It's something. But yeah, you see him at the docks, and prior to all of that, you see him at the docks, and he's got plans. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna do this, and it's his basically his aide basically saying, no, there's checks and balances. We need to do this, and he's just like.
All that knows so much.
Yeah, I'm so used to just saying, I need this done.
And it gets done.
And it's done. Now you're telling me we have to go through actual red tape. So set the meeting up with that. It's not, can't do it that way. You got to go through this one. Well, go through that one. I was like, but then you had to go to this one. He was like,
he wanted to throw his hands up.
Is that where it starts? He's like, and that's where it starts.
He was so frustrated. Like First thing I'm gonna do with City Hall is literally wipe out all these processes. But it's like all I want to do is
he wasn't wrong in feeling that. He was like, we want to clean up these docks. We want to do.
That's right.
You gotta pay the people in order to get shit done.
I was gonna say, as a New Yorker, Kira, is he corrected how he feels?
Oh, baby. Baby.
I would say, as a native New Yorker, I gotta ask because you know it better than anybody.
I have worked near and around the government of this city. You would not believe the fuckery that goes on in trying to get anything done. You have to have a contract in order to order fucking pens for the office. I am not shitting you. You have to have a contract in order to do any fucking thing. And
You're
don't be on somebody's shit list. You will get, oh God, undercut to do a project, and then the back pay. Look at our MTA system. There's no reason, there is no fucking reason that it takes me 45 fucking minutes to get a mile away from my house. There is no fucking reason. There's no reason. You know why? They don't want to pay the fucking drivers. Why don't they want to pay the fucking drivers? Because they got somebody else on the outside that's trying to work.
Yo, MTA
There's a lot.
This is one of the things Kira said. You know what? By the time this conversation is done, I would have been there by walking. I don't need to.
I have beaten the bus. I have beaten 2 fucking buses going from my door to the goddamn job. I am sick of it. Bert, get this nigga out this house. I swear to God, out. Oh shit! I hate this motherfucker that's in here now.
I don't even live there anymore, and I hate him.
Hate. All teeth and mouth. I hate him. Woo, shit. All right.
Don't you put that on us.
That's how she feels. That's how she
That's you off, Kira. I apologize.
That's how she feels.
That all came from a place. I'm sorry.
This nigga's
Hey,
allow
Allow me to co-sign 100%.
I appreciate
Look,
it.
living in Dallas with the way they're doing this construction, you filling a pothole that fast, we don't care if you are a career criminal. You're getting reelected.
That's all I'm fucking asking for. Don't make my life harder. Don't make it harder. Help your boys, but do it smart. You ain't got to fuck me. Why fuck me? Fuck them.
Right.
What do you say?
So as you see, Lady Mandalore is pissed, which is why and Wilson Fisk is pissed because that stupid aide, Tony Soprano Jr.
Right.
He ran his mouth to BB Urick while they were out partying the other night.
Goddamn
He popped and she took the information. She's a reporter. She's a journalist. What do you want her to do? I don't even hold that against her. Fucking use it. You know,
that's why I always say, no matter what, you are always on record, no matter what they say.
Yeah, so
Also,
he goes in there and he has his entire team there, and he is going the fuck off.
As he should.
Yeah.
As he should. Who fucked me?
The best part about being in meetings like that is knowing you did nothing wrong and trying not to laugh.
That's why old boy.
You looking around like, oh, who did it? Somebody.
But the way old boy
sit back, it wasn't me. Man, he ain't talking to me.
But I have to give it to old boy because the way he fell on his sword, he's like, you know what? It's me. Do what you will. And the whole thing at the end of us, you know what? I'm still gonna try to support you from the outside. I will do everything that I can. I said, and Fisk looked at him like, oh, I have a new Wesley. I have somebody that's willing to do anything that I need him to do. But I'm gonna give him one small warning. You ever do this again, it's the last thing you'll do on earth.
Okay, comic book question. Who the fuck is this kid? Is he a person in the comics?
I have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, I have to do a little.
He's not ringing a bell at all.
To be honest,
I gotta catch what his last name is and go from there because he could be related to somebody previous.
Right.
Don't know yet.
I forgot who the girl was until the article came out because I'm like, why are we spending so long at this nightclub? And then the article came out like, okay, one, you need better friends.
Right.
I mean, granted, Fisk is trash, but you told them, hey, I have a new job I'd like to take seriously to make money. And they was like, fuck that, go drink.
That part.
It was them saying, "Oh, we used to be able to do this and party and then get on the bus and then go home, shower and just go straight to work." I'm like, "Yeah, I remember those days."
Sleep
they
on
don't
the
last
train.
long.
That's all. I'll never understand New York life. Sleep on the train, then shower, go home. I'll go home, shower, and do it all over again. I don't even sleep on a plane. How do you trust yourself to sleep on a train?
City radar.
It's literally you sense it. I don't know how to explain it.
I'll take y'all word for it. I'd be paranoid.
You put the head nod. It's like, all right, I feel I kind of jerk 2 or 3 times.
And
All
then
right,
you're
I know
like,
I'm hitting that bend at the
It's
curve.
the equivalent. It's
Right.
the
Yes,
equivalent
that's
of it's like you ever fall asleep at work?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. And then you like you pop up just because you know somebody opening the door or something like that. It's the equivalent of that. You sense it.
Ain't nobody gonna
Good.
I can sleep on a plane. I just can't fall asleep until it takes off. I've learned that about myself. I cannot sleep before we're up in the air. Something about the weird.
Once
I was about to say, damn, if you falling asleep right when you get home, I'm like, well, how you are got to be tired.
You done.
Bro, I mean, even after I have pulled some all-nighters, for some reason, I've realized maybe it might be asthma. That shift in cabin pressure, I wake up uncomfortable and like trying to figure out where I'm at. And okay, I need to like stay awake long enough to pop my ears and then go. I can rest.
Oh shit.
That would y'all better than me because I would be para-freaking-noid.
See, so when he's talking to what you said his name was Wesley? His name was Wesley, right?
No. Shoot,
I need to get
boy,
his name.
The aid none of us can remember.
Yeah, that's why I said Tony Soprano.
Daniel Blake. Ooh, Blake.
Oh, now I got to dig. No,
wait a minute. Wait
Blake
a minute.
As in Masters?
Okay, but who is not Wesley that claims to not work for anybody and is breaking up the gang deals? Who is this guy?
Oh, that was the guy in the previous episode that went to the mob.
He showed up at least. He showed up in just about every episode. He's in every episode just about.
He said he works with man. I think that's Vanessa's right hand man.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't. Okay,
because when he sat there and said, "I don't work for the kingpin, I work for the man." I'm sorry. He said no. He said, "I don't work for the mayor. I work for the man."
Yeah.
And so you only seen him either with Vanessa or you've seen him with Fisk. So I think he's Vanessa's right hand man.
Like he's there at the docks. He was there. You see him, but you don't see him.
Right.
He's had words. He's had words with him several times. So he's very there.
Speaking of Sopranos, this therapist is just in constant danger, isn't she?
I think the therapist is like the therapist in Sopranos. You don't know you're in danger till you mess up.
Yeah.
Because old girl in Sopranos was fine until she decided to rat somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still think she should have asked Tony for that favor. Like, why are you letting these people manhandle you at home? Or I get the debate that she don't owe him anything, but I'm like, you're talking to your clients with a black eye. Or like, you feel like do we not need to swap seats on who's sitting in what chair?
All you do is keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. So I think what we're seeing
private, because it's like, hey, we do business.
I think what we're seeing with Wilson with Kingpin is slow. Like it's not even slow at this point. It's quickly coming out. Like I need to make this shit happen. Like his worlds are starting to mix.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no separation at this episode. There's no separation.
If you relapse, does that undo all of Echo and make that show pointless then? Or
no, it's not so much. He's not so much relapsing. It's just he's trying to keep one life separate from another. But at the same time, still use his pool in both worlds. Like underworld, no problem. In the political field, a little different.
Yeah, a lot. Is that the learning curve on that hoe is
yeah. He does not like this learning curve.
No.
That's why he doesn't like this learning curve at all. So when he's talking to Daniel, he's talking to Daniel. He puts his hand on his shoulder. There was a part of me that says,
"You gonna die."
Yeah,
you gonna die.
See,
if this woman wasn't here,
I think he would have said. He would have been gone. Let's be honest. If old girl wasn't there as a witness, he was gone.
He kept talking. He was just like, "You're fine. Don't let it happen again. I'm not going to fire you." Blah blah blah. He was like,
"Was anybody else getting Was anybody else getting Penguin vibes when he sat there and let him know everything was okay? Everything was okay. And I'm like, you're gonna do it all.
I thought that was him in the cage at first, until we saw the name, and I'm like, I had to rewatch this. Who the hell is Adam? But I thought he was fully. I fully thought he was about to just
he
make
shut
that
that shit down. He kept talking. That boy kept talking. I'm thinking, shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh,
You've said enough. You've said enough.
See, this was like makes me think that now that he's like, okay, I've forgiven you, but you about to do some things for me that you are not gonna say no to. So I kind of think he's about to do some slick stuff on the other side of things. Now it's like, okay, I've been forgiven, but now I'm like, you're the disciple in the group.
It's him saying, I forget. Are you trying to talk yourself out of a job?
Yeah. Don't know when to shut up.
Like, why would you? Did you need to admit to the ketamine? Like, why? We know y'all do it, but we don't need confirmation.
He just was. His mouth is diarrhea. That man would not stop talking.
That was
even the aide had to step in. She was like, "You want to shut up now?"
Like, she kept on saying, "Keep your mouth shut. I will take care of it." And it's like, bro, you. I got.
She said, "I'll be here before and after both of y'all. Good luck to you, though."
Yeah. She knows I'm fine.
He was like, he kept talking. He's like, and then we had some drinks, and then the little kid. I'm like, dude, shut up.
I'm like, unless there's a dead body at the end of this story, shut up. It's like,
the look on the aide's face was like,
stop. He shouldn't. When are you? Do you know when to shut the fuck up?
No.
I mean, everyone's been letting him talk this long, as he's got.
I mean, you saw the hero worship he had with Kingpin. You see the hero worship he has with Wilson. You know, I see myself in you. I used to be like you. It's like they always say never meet your heroes, right? And yet this dude has met his and won't shut up.
He's young. He doesn't.
I get snitch vibes. You talk too much. I'm getting snitch vibes.
No, I don't.
Vic didn't do this shit. Vic didn't do this.
He won't snitch. I don't get snitch from him. I get yapping, running at the mouth, fucking reckless, but not intentional snitch.
Yeah, not intentionally snitching.
And not really got the grip of life from that scare in the office room. Just don't ever do this again.
Everybody leave now. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. Am I off the rest of the day? Because I leave. I'll go home.
Is it paid time off? Do I need to put in hours PTO?
If that was an old boy from Underworld, leave us.
Homegirl at the beginning of the episode. That's Ava, right? She's gonna be the new White Tiger.
If it goes the way it's supposed to, then yes, she's supposed to be. Because the mantle of White Tiger gets passed down to her, yeah.
I mean, you saw what's his face? You saw Hector's effects in the bag. Somebody has to take them, and
but the amulet also lit up.
I thought he was about to slip her the necklace I'm like, y'all just letting him walk away with evidence.
Well, no, it's not. It's not evidence. It's his personal effects. They give them to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll get that stuff. She'll get that stuff back.
She'll get that.
And right after that talk she has with Matt, he decides to go back to that scene of crime where Hector got shot, and he does his thing, and he was like, wait a minute, there was no bullet casing found. And then he uses echolocation because he sees a glass bottle roll. He hears a glass bottle roll down the incline, down to the sewer. He hears the shit. He finds the bullet casing that has Punisher's logo etched on it. He feels that shit. Goes tracks down. At first, I didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
I had to take it back. And I'm like, okay, that's where he's up to. He finds Frank's ass.
I think he knew where Frank has been.
Yeah.
He's
known. He doesn't not know. He knows.
He's been knowing the entire time.
Yeah, Frank's still been out there doing his thing. He knows He knows his hideout. He just doesn't go there all willy nilly.
Right.
That exchange, those two have. Once again, masterclass.
in acting and in writing.
Yeah.
Boy, that nerve that was struck. You didn't come to find me.
He's coming at him. Frank is coming at him, and then he says, "Say his name. Say his name." I'm like, he was like, and then he starts talking about his own son. He was like, every time it gets quiet, I see my little boy, and he says, "Get him, daddy." I'm like, okay, let's slow down a little bit, Frank.
The first part he sat there and said, "You didn't come looking for me. You didn't come looking for me for help. You came looking for permission."
Yeah, man.
Absolution.
He's like, "You didn't come to me. You didn't come to me for my help. You could have put on." He said, "You could have put on that suit and you could have took care of it, but you wanted to come to me because you want to do it my way. And you, Mr. Morality, have a problem with the way I do things. But now you want to pass." I was like, "When Frank, voice of reason."
Man, was he the voice of reason?
But Frank it does have the as much as he be molly-whopping motherfuckers left and right, he does have a voice of reason. He does. It's there. It's a little fucking skewed depending on who
but he was
pointed at.
Yeah,
but
he sat there and said it. He sat there and said he of course the whole say his name, which I was like, DC, this is how you do it. This is how you do the whole name recognition thing.
When Matt said, "Bullseye got life," Frank answers back, "Foggy didn't get life."
But did Foggy get life?
Did Foggy get life? Damn.
I'm just like,
and Frank threw it, and Frank wanted to throw a left. He thought about it. He said, "I'm sorry." Frank's like, no, because you're gonna do something about it because it's gonna come out one way or another. And I love the fact that again, Frank played therapist. He's like, I knew about the guys. I know about the guys that are imitating me out there on the street, as he literally has the entire wall behind him of all of it. So it's like he's aware of the fact that cops are basically imitating him. What is it tomorrow?
The fanboys he calls them. But I'm looking at it now. I'm like, who all is on this wall behind you, and what is there? How long do they have left?
Anybody that was in that courtroom with a tattoo. What else did they have? It was a tattoo.
It was a tattoo on the neck or on the wrist.
Yeah.
Them two are for sure on that wall.
Because that cop that Matt keeps running into on purpose.
Now I realize the blind. How is it bad that you go ask about somebody blind and then you run back into them in the same courtroom and you want to sit there and be like, "Counselor, officer, want to go again?" It's like you want to go again.
You okay? You ready? Yeah, you ready?
It's like the look on your face, man. Who whooped your ass? Old boy with the stick. You had a blind lawyer whoop your ass. Man, give me a gun.
This exchange between these two men, and like you said, Spartan, Frank was therapist.
Yeah.
And I could not disagree with nothing this man said. I'm like, yo,
it wasn't therapy. He was his priest.
And the thing he kind of referred back to when they first talked. He said, "Mr. Morality, Mr. Don't take a life, Mr. All this." Now all of a sudden, what happened to that guy? What happened to that guy on the roof? I was like, damn, that Frank don't forget shit.
And that's why I like Frank. Me and Frank, we get along. I like Frank a lot.
Say what you want to say about Frank, but at least guess what? He gets the job done.
What did he say? I don't have time to be, what is it, pussyfooting around like you vigilantes. No, I need to get this work needs to get done. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Let's go.
I mean, that's how he felt about it. He kept on saying the entire time, "Look, if you want to take care of the dude, take care of the dude. But don't bullshit me."
John Barenthal stated that in an article. He stated that he did not want to come back unless it was a continuation, unless the writing was just as good. And I gotta say,
message received
better because it makes you go back and look at that interaction they had before their first meeting. You look at this and you like the roles have been reversed.
Daredevil tried to talk. Yeah. Go ahead,
I,
Karen.
I can't imagine what the fuck they were planning on doing with this shit. What could you have possibly thought was going to be better than what y'all are doing right now?
That made y'all go back and redo it. Like, I don't know what did y'all have before, because what we're getting right now.
You're a good guy, you're a bad guy, and your wild card all said no. Like triple tap no.
Which goes, all I gotta sit there and say is somebody introduced Devil's Reign to the group of the writers and said, follow this.
Just read the fucking, stop trying to remake the wheel. Just do the shit the way the money got made the first time. You ain't got to be special.
But that's the thing.
What we got in just this episode. This one.
And the thing, there's only 9. You're only getting 9 episodes for the first season, and then the other 9 the second season.
And it's filming right now. So but like I said, just what we got in this episode alone, the writing and the acting, the tone, it's all there. Even going back to that first episode when Karen is sitting there and she's with Foggy and she hears that body drop, and she's freaking out because she don't know which body it was. She don't know if it was Matt. She don't know if it was Bullseye. But she screams because she cannot look back.
Right? Although freaking Bullseye, this man bounced. You bounced and still are alive. How?
Literally, that titanium skeleton. And I said, no. That's a cop out. But we're not talking about that.
Right.
Because all of this.
They wanted to kill her off too.
Yeah. But they wanted to kill off Karen. Yeah.
They wanted to kill. Yeah. And thankfully, they're not. Set photos were released, and she is still around for. I don't know if it's going to be this season, but more likely second season in disguise. So,
she's got to help out BB, right? She's got to talk to her about Yurik at some point, right?
I would think so. I would think between that and what is going on with this anti-vigilante task force, Matt. And put that suit back on sooner than later, my guy.
You better pick one out of the closet, my guy.
Because you clearly have enough to work with. Because as we see in this episode, he gets up in the middle of the night after doing the get down, and he gets up there on the roof. He gets to training again. He's like, "Yeah, like you ain't never lost a step."
I want to learn how to. What is it? I really want to learn how to do rope darts. Like that's my next thing that I want to do. Like I love doing the bow staff spinning and all that shit. That shit it's therapeutic. But rope dart.
This is good shit. They really stepped the game up. I'm like,
but this also makes me think that if they're gonna if Fisk is gonna move forward with the whole vigilantes law, again, we're gonna see defenders. You are bound to see a Luke Cage, or you're bound to see a Jessica Jones.
Somebody, yeah. And I think Jessica is going to be the first one.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's why I think that's why they brought them all at the same time. She's probably going to end up on the last. She might be in the last episode.
I would say so. That's my bank. That's what I'm betting on. Is that she's going to show up at the end somewhere, because they're like, and we're more likely going to get season 2 with no issues. Like, we're getting ready to film. No, they're now. They're now.
As much as Disney has banked on this, Disney has banked on this vehicle. Oh yeah, we basically bet the house on this one. They don't want to say it, but this is betting the house on a TV series that they're giving an extensive episode list to. You are basically bringing back other characters, and so far it has done well. That we haven't had a bad episode yet. Although We Built This City on Rock and Roll will probably be used as a mental torture chamber from here on out.
God.
I hate that song.
I'm just saying, you want to drive somebody nuts.
I see so much why. I see why Fisk was sitting there like just antsy. Get me out of this shit, please.
It is horrible. Hours upon hours. We built this hours.
So Kira, so that tells me, Kira, you have great restraint in not pulling a 187.
Oh my!
Yeah.
If he wasn't pulling in money with them fucking DVDs, I would have thrown the whole laptop out of the goddamn window.
Look,
I swear to God.
They stated that the kids who were singing that song, they said the kids were too good, that they had to get other kids to sing off key.
Dang. imagine you practice to be on a television series and then they got to bring in kids to throw off your performance and they kind of tick you off a little bit. We practice for this.
What am I here for?
They are too good. This is like London Philharmonic type good. Like these kids are too good. Like we need some kids that ain't never sang a note.
Although I have to give it to Kingpin at the end. You had a Godfather. I was expecting to hear the Godfather thing when he was sitting down as old boy just sitting there, just like he's
calling him every name in the book.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, let me out, please. Because it took me like Tafari, it took me a second. And I said, wait a minute. Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
But he kept his word. He had the one thing you'll say about Kingpin, he kept his word. He didn't kill him. He didn't say anything about imprisoning him and beating him on the daily, but he didn't kill him.
It's he's just calmly.
Like we got all the time in the world on some Hannibal shit. Just calm down, Clarice. We have all the time in the world. I
like the allegory between it being Daredevil begging to be let out with this guy. I think it is almost direct connection to what he's got going on. He's waiting for Kingpin to do some shit. He's waiting.
That's all he just needs to. That's why he went to see Frank. Well, that's one of the reasons why he went to see. But he like Frank said, you didn't come to me for nothing else but permission.
Yeah. It's crazy that you sat there and said
you are itching to put that mask back on.
But what kills me is how in the world do you sit there and yes, Foggy's death, you use it as a way to become a pacifist. But really you were kind of lying to yourself because you fear of losing control. You fear once you lose control, you become no better than the criminals you're trying to stop. I'm sorry, that only works for one character. At the same time, it's Punisher. He doesn't feel bad about doing what needs to be done.
Matt, as much as you want to play the pacifist role, your hands have other ideas.
You can't play pacifist if the first thing you do when attack is want to, throw a guy at an awkward angle on a bathroom tile floor that looks like he went dead. But it turns out he was still alive. Because I'm sorry. You see a head go this way, body go this way. That's dead.
Like, I'll put it like this. Your pacifist yes. At best, your pacifist ways are disagreeing with your pettiness because what you pulled in the court, petty. What you seen him when you caught him again in the hallway, petty.
Yeah.
In your hands has said,
oh,
we need to go back.
Episode? No, we didn't get a hallway scene. Hallway fight scene be next episode.
Oh yeah, number 5. If they stay to form,
hallway 5, episode 5 is the hallway fight scene.
But yeah, the whole ending is both of them wrestling with their darker halves, just seeing who's gonna jump first.
Mm-hmm.
Matt is more like, I'm just waiting for him to fuck up. That's all. he's at that point. I'm just waiting for him to fuck up.
Let's be honest. Kingpin's got his punching bag. He can go into work tomorrow and be unbothered by all the chaos because he knows all what happened today. He's gonna take out on Adam as soon as he goes back home. So he's got his outlet, so to speak.
I'm gonna have a rigatoni with a nice Chardonnay, and then I'm gonna whoop his ass, and then I'm gonna go on to bed, do it all over again.
Versus no, go too far.
damn well he wanted a bigger plate than that. I don't know why he was eating that tiny ass piece of pasta like that was gonna satiate him.
Portion control.
Then you gotta walk all the way.
He said,
portion control. Portion control.
It's the same. It's the same control he's using to whoop Adam's ass. It's the same.
Down. If I go all the way down to the damn dungeon, I'm gonna need this meal to last for a minute.
Not portion control, Whoopty.
Say, even coming to the Batcave, Alfred always kept that shit in the cupboard.
I'm just
from tea and cucumber sandwiches. If you don't get that shit out of here and give me a steak,
this guy saying. Go ahead, Tafari.
I said that's a long walk from Wayne Manor's kitchen down to that damn supercomputer. I'm just saying, it's.
Alfred kept it hot. He never brought down a cold dish back in. That's true.
He kept
except for the one time he brought Bruce Borch, and he was like, "Why is it cold?" He was like, "It's supposed to be cold." Okay.
Alfred was never questioned in the Batcave. That man was never questioned.
Oh man. So real quick before, but he let him do it. He let him do it.
Yeah.
He said that's the most honest thing you've said this entire conversation. And it's this time for the angry man to make the blind man cry. Well, no, they've done it to each other because I mean the first time they met, you painted a picture so graphic it made a blind man cry from your own trauma. So
well,
okay. So before we get out of here, let's episode 4, rated 1 to 10. Lady Mandalore.
8.
Okay. Spartan.
9.
Whoopty.
I'm gonna go with an 8 based on what I've seen.
Okay. Farah.
I'll go 8.5 because does nobody see Muse just walking around here carrying these bodies? We're already on the lookout for a man in a full white suit because of this trial. Nobody's clunked upside the head by accident.
That's New York.
He goes after the ones that nobody He goes after the ones that nobody looks for. So he's just sitting there, just like you said, casually walking into a building with the boy over his shoulder. Nobody bats an eye.
He's in the tunnel, so it's not like they.
I mean, you still had to grab that dude off the street. And once I saw who got slapped on the table, I'm like, you're definitely not going to be live action, Miles. Nice knowing you.
I'm going to give it a 9. And it's the writing. It's the writing. The writing in this particular episode has been extremely strong, and really makes you sit back. Like that client he has in the beginning. Mm-hmm. If you just don't know, and just those conversations between him and the client, and then him and Frank. Those two bookend conversations.
Perfect.
I'm only giving it an 8. I have the hiccups, pardon me, because I feel like they could have gone a little bit further with the writing. Mm-hmm. Not crazy. A little more with the writing.
There's a little kick somewhere. I get you. I get you.